XRP will mimic that of a stablecoin. That's the hypothesis. Let's find out if that could actually come true. I'm going to talk about XRP and Ripple. There seems to be a lot of confusion out there with various articles that I see. I did a video in depth. I'll put a link to it below, about maybe 15 minutes, talks about exactly how Ripple works, exactly how XRP works. We're going to talk about that. But then we're going to look at why would Ripple go up in price or down or stay the same. And I'm going to have a hypothesis here with some assumptions that the price of Ripple will get to a certain price and it will never change. But first, and I don't make these videos to upset anyone, I'm not promoting that you buy XRP. I'm not promoting that you don't buy XRP. I'm just trying to help educate so people understand exactly what it does and doesn't do. I've got a whole playlist just with respect to XRP and Ripple so you can see what's going on in the marketplace, in the media, etc. Real quickly, let's talk about Ripple and XRP. And I always have to say this. Well, first I have to say informational purposes only, big dumb animal, don't do what I do. But with respect to Ripple and XRP, there's a line there because they are separate. Ripple is a company. It has stock. It's not public, so you can't buy it. But if it were public, in order to own part of this, you would buy a share of stock. This is XRP. You buy XRP, the cryptocurrency, it does not get you a share of Ripple. Now let's talk about the company Ripple. Some people seem to be confused. I had comments where people will say, well, you know, once this court case is over, then it's going to take off because Ripple hasn't been able to do anything. Hold on. Ripple's been in business since 2012. That's 12 years. I just looked online. Some of these numbers may be wrong, but this is what I found online. It has over 300 customers. It's operating in 40 countries. It has over 900 employees. So Ripple is doing exactly what it said it would do, which is cross-border money transfers. They have RippleNet to do that, and then ODL, on-demand liquidity, and we'll go over this in a moment when we talk about the hypothesis. Okay, XRP is a cryptocurrency, and there's the XRP ledger. These two things are different. Understand that. Ripple can operate as a company and not use XRP. They've said that they've done transfers within the US, and they didn't use XRP, they used a stablecoin. Now, many will tell you that XRP is ideal for the cross-border money transfers that Ripple wants to do, but it's not necessary. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. I think now, hopefully everyone understands that and can agree to that. I'm going to have the hypothesis here, and we're going to look at 3 scenarios. The price of Ripple. That's what everyone wants to know. What's going to go on with the price of Ripple? Well, it's either going to go up, it's either going to go down, or it's going to stay the same. And everyone's talking about how it's just going to go up, 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 because it's going to be used. Let's look at that. So first, let's just review exactly what happens. Now, I'm just talking about XRP and Ripple with respect to cross-border transfers. We're not going to talk about other things. We will at the end, because people say, well, hold on, they don't only do this. They can now do things like CBDCs. We'll talk about that. But first, if you want to transfer money, and let's just say for sake of argument, here's a bank, and they have dollars. And let's say they have $10 million. Okay. And they want to move that, another bank, another place, and they want to send it from here to here. The video I have goes into how it currently works and why this is a better solution, etc. But what would you do? Well, you would buy XRP. XRP is currently at 58 cents, but let's just say 50 cents, easy math. So you're going to end up buying 20 million, let's just do this, XRP. And it's going to put it in, what's a wallet look like? That. It's going to put it in the wallet. And then it's going to send it through this secure and fast RippleNet. And it's going to pop out the other end. And when it comes out the other end, it's going to go to this wallet. And then using their on-demand liquidity, which is what they did here with the conversion, and here, it's going to take that XRP, because remember, this is XRPs being sent over. The XRP arrives in the wallet of this bank. And then it's converted back to anything. But let's just say it happens to go to dollars, US dollars, and it would be converted, and you've got 10 million US dollars. Okay, so I'm assuming that there are fees with respect to the conversion of dollars to Ripple and Ripple to dollars. Fair enough. And then there's probably transfer. Okay, that's horrible. Let's just say we've got conversion fees. I'm just making this up. And we have transfer fees. So what does the person who's sending money from here to here want? Well, they want that money, 10 million, to be over here, 10 million. Okay. Well, let's take the scenario that the price goes up. So the price of XRP goes up. Now, the result of this is going to dictate people's behavior. Let me explain. If the price of XRP goes up and I buy it for 50 cents, and then I send it over here, the price increased, and all of a sudden I have more than $10 million. I have, I don't know, let's just make it up. 10 million, 50,000? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What is everyone in the world going to do if they just transferred money from bank A, from their bank A account to their bank B account, and it ended up with more money? What do you think they're going to do? I think it's obvious. They're going to send the money back over here. Why not? They're making money. Then they're going to send it back. And they're going to send it back and back and back and back and back and back. And everyone all over the world is going to constantly be zipping money around. Just flying by. Everyone's like, where's all this money going? Of course they're doing it. It's like arbitrage, right? If you're making money. So what would have to happen is obviously the price would have to go up enough that the increase minus the fees, the conversion fees and the transfer fees, equal to profit. Okay, odds are that's really not going to happen. So why is someone doing this? Well, theoretically, it's faster, it's more secure, it's cheaper. You don't have to use as much, tie up as much capital because you don't have to have money in both bank accounts. To understand that, watch the other video. But there's many reasons why you would use this. But this is scenario one. What if the price goes up and you make a profit? Then you're not going to stop zipping money all over the world. Well, that just doesn't make any sense, right? Now, this whole process, I believe, is only supposed to take 3 to 5 seconds. So you might say, well, sure, the price can increase and continue to increase. Because this is only taking 3 to 5 seconds, it's not going to increase that much to the point where it's going to make any sense to zip it around. Well, then what would you do? Well, many banks and mortgage companies and whatever, they call it the float, keep the money overnight. So what would you do? Well, you'd probably send it today, 2 p.m., and if you know the price is going up because it just keeps going up, well, maybe tomorrow you say, hold on, before you convert it back, hold that XRP for 1 day. What do I care? I send it today, I get it tomorrow. Hold it for 24 hours. Now I'm making a profit. So there would be, if XRP continues to increase, there will be a time frame amount that would make sense where the increase would be greater than the fees and you would make a profit. Could be a day, could be half a day, could be 2 days, who knows? But if that were to happen, you'd probably continue to do it. Okay. So that is an odd scenario when you think about it. If it increases, we're just zipping money everywhere. All right, well, what if it decreases? What if the price of XRP goes down? So now you're sending your money, 10 million, and you're zipping it over here. And by the time it gets over here and everything's said and done, guess what? You don't have 10 million. You have what? 9,800,000. Because XRP went down. Plus there were fees. Well, that stinks. Okay, if the price of XRP is going down over time, well, then I'm losing money every time I transfer money. Now, of course, again, it's happening so fast, it may not be a huge decrease in price. So this may not be a big deal. You may just be paying those transfer fees. And quite honestly, you're going to pay whatever it takes to get it there. And if this is the cheapest, then you're going to pick this one, right? If you have to use a bank to do it or the Swift or whatever it is, you're going to look at them all and you're going to say, what's the cheapest? This one. If it happens to be this XRP, then you're going to pay it, whatever that may be, if you've got to get the money from A to B. And possibly if it's going down, it's happening so fast, it won't be that big of a deal. Okay. So it's not really affecting transfers, but it's affecting the price of XRP, because in this scenario, XRP is always going down. Well, do you want to own and buy XRP if it's always going down? No. All right. So now we have a whole nother scenario. What if? So that the down price, not a huge deal, but in that case, you don't want to own it. You want to own it because you believe the price is going to go up, and that is XRP. But if it's going up, then people are just going to be zipping money all over the place and making money. What is the most likely thing to happen? Let's look at the scenario where the price stays the same. It's just a constant. Just like a stable coin. Now that would make more sense because you're buying it at a specific price, A. And when you convert it, you're getting the same price, A. You're not getting A plus 1, you're not making money. And you're not getting A minus 1, you're not losing money. You're just getting A to A. And what are you paying? Well, of course, you're paying fees to RippleNet to transfer it and fees for their ODL to convert it. This seems like the more likely scenario. Now, because if people are going to use this solution, they would love to have the same amount of money from here to there. Okay, what's another reason if you just, let's think about markets and what's happening with this XRP. Let's just for sake of argument define stocks and the type of people buying, and let's just say that there are swing traders and there are day traders and there are longer term. Okay, I'm simplifying this. And let's just say a swing trader could be anywhere from minutes to hours. And a day trader is just a day. And long term is just greater than a day. In other words, you buy a stock and you might be looking to sell it that day on a quick up or down, those type of people. And then the day traders, well, they do what they can during the day, and at the end of the day, at the end of every day, they close out their account. At the end of the day, and then the next day they start over. And then you got your long-term holders. Could be a month, could be 2 months, could be years, could be 10 years, could be 20 years, right? So those people are buying it and they're holding it for a specific amount of time. But XRP, unlike all other cryptocurrencies, when used for cross-border money transfers, being sent back and forth through RippleNet, is made to only be held for 3 to 5 seconds. Now that is something we haven't witnessed. Now there could be computers, right, that are doing these really fast trades. The market makers making 0.0001 on crazy volume, and right, okay, and huge purchases within the stock market. Maybe that's the case, but XRP, you buy, like in that example, they bought 20 million XRP, and you would say that's awesome. That's going to make the price go up. Price go up 1001, 1002, 1003. The price is going to go. It sold. Wait, what? They sold it. Wait a second. Is that going to make the price go up? 20 million zipped over here because they bought it. Whoa, the order book just saw a buy. And then you blinked, looked sideways, scratched yourself and went, oh, it's sold. It's not meant to be held. How is that going to make the price of XRP go up if no one is holding it? Remember, the assumption is, for my hypothesis, that this is just being used for cross-border money transfers. There are billions of XRP available. Okay, so in order for the price to continue to go up, people would have to be buying it and holding it and taking it off the market. Do you think, what is it, they have 50 billion or 100 billion XRP? I can't remember. Maybe it's 100 billion. Do you think that retail investors like you and me and other people, and even maybe some institutional investors, are going to buy and hold enough of it to make an impact on the price long term? I don't think so. I think it's going to be bought and sold. And people say, well, there's trillions of dollars worth of transfers. Yeah, but each transfer is only 3 to 5 seconds. And if you literally had whatever the number is, 100 billion, that means you can transfer at 50 cents. That would mean you could transfer $50 billion every, let's say, 3 seconds. 3 into 60 is 20. 20 times 50 is 1,000 or 100. It's 1,000. 1,000 billions is a trillion. So did we just figure out that you could send $100 trillion in 1 minute? Well, that's interesting. You can send you can send 1 trillion. It's 1,000 billions. Or 1 trillion. You can send $1 trillion every minute. So in an hour, you can send $60 trillion. Wow. Do the math. Use a calculator. Times it by 24. It's a number I can't figure out. It's a lot. So if 1 hour you're doing 60 trillion, then I think there's enough XRP at 50 cents at the current price to handle, I would think, all the transfers that need to be done all day long, constantly being bought, sold, and never held. And even if some people hold, I'm not sure they could even affect this. So I just want people to know XRP and Ripple are different. Buying XRP does not get you Ripple. And if you're thinking that because people are going to be using it for cross-border money transfers, there seems to be in some of these articles the idea that because there was the SEC case within the United States, remember that's just within the United States, that Ripple's not been doing anything. No, they've got 300 plus customers, 40 countries, 900 employees, and they've been doing cross-border money transfers. They've been using XRP all over the world. In the US, I think they use USDT. So the hypothesis is, if it's only being used for cross-border transfer and retail cannot hold enough to make a difference, and it's being bought and sold in just like a hot potato constantly, then the price will never change. That's my hypothesis, and I might be completely wrong. Please explain to me why I am. And please don't say because some of it's going to be burnt. We're talking about 100 billion. I don't know how much is being burnt with each transfer, but I'm not sure that's going to make a huge difference. Okay, so now, if you love XRP, you're really mad at me right now. That's fine, I get it. I have a thick skin. I'm just trying to figure out, I could be completely 1000% wrong. If you think I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section, but don't just say, you're wrong. Just say something like, well, no, your math is wrong, and let me explain. It's actually 20 seconds, or it's actually this, or it's actually that. Give me some specifics. Okay, then people say, well, that's not the only thing XRP is doing. And I've noticed some articles where it might be their CTO or someone, their CFO, saying, hey, we are going to be doing other things. We're going to be helping governments with their CBDC, central bank digital currencies. And people say, see, because of that, XRP is going to go to the moon. And they have, RippleNet has a CBDC private ledger to assist. It's their product which will assist governments with their CBDC. Great. So now XRP is going to go to the moon. No, not necessarily, because it doesn't require XRP. XRP is not necessary to utilize this and to help governments with their CBDC. So Ripple could very well, I'm not saying they are, I'm not saying this is happening, but they could very well use their product without using XRP. Just know that that's a possibility. And when governments are talking about CBDCs, they're talking about a central bank digital currency. Well, they're talking about their own. I don't know what Europe wants to call it, but if it's the ECBDC, which would drive me crazy to have to say all the time, ECBDC, if they call it that, then they're going to create a new cryptocurrency. They're not going to use XRP, potentially. So there you go. XRP and Ripple are different. Ripple doesn't have to use XRP. The hypothesis is, unless someone can prove otherwise or explain otherwise, I'm not sure why the price would ever change. It should stay stable. It's kind of what the customers want. If you're transferring money, you want it to stay stable. And if something else were to happen, then it's going to mess up the whole system. The price starts going up, money's going to be transferred all over the place at the speed of light, and I'm not sure why that would happen. And if the idea is that, well, XRP is going to go up because Ripple is going to get into other businesses, well, then you're forgetting the fact that owning XRP is not owning a share of Ripple. If Ripple goes public someday and you're interested in everything that they're doing, because they are doing really cool stuff, and they're using XRP in a great way, but they don't have to use XRP, then maybe, hopefully one day we'll all be able to buy shares of Ripple. At the moment, that's not the case. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. Again, just trying to point out how things are working or not working. As I'm trying to figure out myself, I do own some as of the publishing of this video. I don't own a lot. I'm trying to convince myself to go one way or the other. Am I holding it? Am I dumping it? Am I buying more? And the more I dig into it, the more I learn about it, the more I'm able to make a better decision, and hopefully it's helping you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.